Good morning, guys. Welcome to Las Vegas. This is Coffee with Stomo in the morning.
Stomo.
Yeah,
I like the new name.
We got the coffee.
Or the temporary name.
Well, yeah.
Temp name.
Yeah. So this is Steph Hendel. She is
Hello.
amazing coach, fitness mindset, amazingness coach.
Amazingness
all I can
coach.
think about is
like
amazingness.
that.
Also my best friend, and we are in Las Vegas. We are at the Protein House. Having some delicious, oh my gosh, guys, check this out. Oh, whoa, what happened to the mic? 1 second.
We got so excited about food.
I think it's because the tripod is...
Oh, this is on the thing.
Touching the button. Oops, sorry guys, 1 second.
We got travel vibes for you.
Okay, but check out this. How it comes with a little adventure flag.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Steph is stepping
Adventure
in.
flag.
So we just wrapped Steph Hendel's Body Built by Love retreat in Zion, Utah.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Zion National Park was amazing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is my first time going. It was absolutely beautiful. Put something in the comments below. Let us know have you been to Zion?
Oh yeah, we'd like to know if you've been there. And have you hiked Angel's Landing if you've been to Zion? Because we did.
Okay, you describe Angel's Landing because I'm still kind of like cannot believe that you took me on that hike.
Angel's Landing is, I call it dynamic because there's a lot of different things you see and experience. You've got tons of switchbacks on a paved road for a while, and then when you get to this like upper portion, there you go 2 miles up switchbacks, and you have a half mile that's like sheer rock, like you just sheer cliff, like right down on either side of you. You're holding onto a chain.
A chain that somebody climbed up the side of the mountain and like hammered and drilled in these metal stakes with these metal chains, and that's your only safety feature.
Yeah. And it's it trips you out even if you aren't that afraid of heights. It definitely gets in your head because your peripheral vision sees how far down it is on either side of you. So the only thing you can do is either be fearless, and some people were just like walking like it's nothing, or just focus on your feet.
Or take the approach like I did, and I totally
do this.
That last half mile, it's like straight rock, and you're just climbing what feels like vertically up. That's a little, but it's quite steep. And I just like tapped into my inner tigress, and I was like primal woman, like on my hands and legs. Like I'm actually quite surprised this isn't my only battle wound. That's pretty good for like how adventurous our weekend was. But I'm on my hands and knees like a tiger, like climbing up the side of this mountain.
I wish I was behind you to see that. I really do. That would have been awesome.
It had to have been. I mean, like, and I just like with my manicure, like I just was like climbing up the side of the mountain.
While you do this.
Good morning, Jessica.
Hey,
girl.
While you're talking, Molly, I'm going to share this on my page.
Okay, yeah, share it on your page.
So everybody can join in from my page too.
So the thing about this adventure, it was extremely adventurous. We will go into more details about some of the things. I mean, there was this like epic rope swing from under. Steph goes, we're going to go do this rope swing. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this guy, former military veteran, he's just gonna like get some rope and like create a cool little swing. And like I'm thinking like a nice tree swing in like the backyard.
Into water,
maybe
something.
Like swing over a ravine. No. No. It was
not exactly.
I don't even know how long, but it was extremely long drop in this underneath this huge, beautiful bridge in Laverkin, Utah?
Laverkin, yeah. I think he said it was 150 feet.
150 feet, yes, he did say that. And you just have to hold on and just like, and swing. I mean, this trip, this first retreat at Zion, or Steph's Body Built by Love retreat, was so physically adventurous.
Yeah.
But I have to say, Steph, that with all of the physicality, really the big takeaway was like the ultimate core message and why you held this retreat. And so I want you to speak on that because I have so many inner breakthroughs. Because here we love to talk about mastering your mindset, and Steph is like in total alignment with that. So
thanks.
Tell us about the intention behind the retreat.
The main concept, the core of all of it was to validate and improve of yourself and build and create your future you and your future lifestyle based off of that. What I've found in my time doing what I do is that even personally with myself and the people I meet, there is this sense of needing validation and approval from others. So it's like whatever situation you're in, you're waiting for somebody else to tell you you did a good job, or this was good, or this is bad about you, or define you, basically give you a label, give you an identity, give you a story about yourself. And it's up to you if you believe it or don't believe it. And the thing that happens when we're little kids is we don't know any better. So we believe the stories that people tell us about us, instead of saying, no, this is actually who I am at my core. Like, my heart is this. I like this. I like to do these things. And we start adopting things and behaviors based off of who we think we should be because everybody told us that. That's very damaging. It makes you feel very out of alignment. A lot of people are like, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here on earth. It would be very confusing to learn your purpose and know your purpose if you think you're something because people told you and you feel you're something else. So it's bringing it in alignment and realizing that, coming back to your center of who you are and giving yourself the validation and approval that you seek from others. That was everything was based off of that this weekend.
Oh my gosh. It was so empowering, and you know, this is the type of work that I do and that I coach through, but it was such an honor and a blessing to come and really like see you in your power and then like the amazing mindset teacher that you are. You guys, one of the first exercises Steph had us do was, you know, just to give ourselves permission to be in our childlike state. And so it was,
that was fun.
Yeah, that's partly like why I climbed like a tiger. I was like, I'm a tiger playing pretend, climbing the top of this mountain. Yeah, it was, I just don't even have words for how amazing this retreat was. And I cannot wait for the next one.
It really was, it wouldn't have been what it was without you there. You know, I brought Molly in as a guest speaker, but honestly feel like what my heart desired, and I think what came of it was a co-host. And, you know, having Molly with everything you've learned and everything you've done over the last 5 years, it really, I feel like the two of us could stand up for everybody and say, you know, we've done this. We're nowhere near perfect, but we have created and crafted the lives that we want, and we've created and crafted the people that we want to be. Mm-hmm. Every day we grow and evolve, but here's how we've done it. Here's what we've done. Here's what's worked for us. And I know I was talking to you the other day, and you said to me, you know, I wake up happy every day.
Yes.
And I really feel like of all things in life, that is the thing everyone should seek the most, is wake up happy. And I felt really, really cool, like being able to stand up there with you and be two women who used to wake up very unhappy with their lives and not
used to
like
really
themselves.
Struggle with depression and waking up almost sick to my stomach, regretting my life.
Yeah, crying all day, like not in good spaces, and be able to stand up and say, we wake up happy. We created a life where we wake up super happy. So
yeah,
that was special.
Because to tie into like the core theme of your retreat is that when I was in that state of depression and so sick and upset with the lifestyle that I'd created for myself and hating my job and like not having the friends that I wanted to have, it was because I was constantly in a space of seeking validation from others, waiting for my job to say, Molly, you did such a good job, I want to promote you. You know, waiting for my friends to say, just actually all the things that I have this beautiful friend and all of the new beautiful friends that I met at the retreat, holding that space. Steph did an exercise in this gorgeous, what space was that called? Is it Zion National
amphitheater.
Park?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the amphitheater. It's this amphitheater space where there's this like huge, I don't even know how tall, like I can't see, a huge rock wall, and it just completely like surrounds you, and then you just look out up into the open sky. And she just had us stand there with our back to the amphitheater and just say and just tell the world and just ask the universe, like, what is it you want? And in that moment, in that experience, I honestly felt like I have everything I want in this moment.
That was amazing.
Because it's nice, while I love to still have goals and want to go out and experience, you know, international best-selling author and having my own live TV talk show and having millions and multi-millions in the bank account and being a philanthropist and all of these external things, the thing that Molly Ann Luna, as a human, as a soul on this earth, like really, really want is to fully fall in love with me. To fully love everything about me, so that I can show up and fully love everything about you, and everything about you, and everything about everyone else.
I think that's what, you know, a lot of times people think they need to change their body, they need to work on their body more, they need to work on their job more, they need to work on their whatever more, but really the thing that we most need to work on more is loving ourselves. Because like you said, when our cup is empty, when we don't have anything left to give, when we don't like ourselves, it is super hard to like other people, because we keep seeing the things we hate in ourselves in them. Everybody is just a mirror. I know you talk about that on the show a lot, but having everyone be a mirror for you, all of a sudden life starts to get way cooler and way more fun when you like what you see in everybody else, because you like what you see in you.
Yeah, that's a lesson that took me a long time to learn. I used to be the type of person that would sit in a space and be extremely judgmental of passerbyers, not understanding that the things that I didn't like in that person were actually reflections of myself that were craving to be nurtured and refined. And now I can see that with a fresh set of eyes. And that's what this retreat, for anyone, no matter what level of self-awareness you are or where you are on your inner journey of exploring what brings you your greatest joy, love, and excitement, that's what this retreat, the space that Steph created for us, that's the opportunity that it gave all of us.
Yeah, it was really special, and you know, you really helped create that space as well, which is why Molly and I are so excited to do another retreat, and we're gonna co-host this together, and it's gonna be bomb. And it's gonna be more and more, and you know, everything we do, we are always evolving. I know you've watched Molly and Jovan, and you've seen them grow every single day, get more and more and more themselves, and more amazing and inspiring and everything. And the same thing happens with our retreats. This one was absolutely incredible, but somehow it's gonna get even better on this next one. I'm excited.
I am so excited too. So we're not even finished with this first retreat, because we're in Las Vegas, right? And we still have to make our last road trip bit back to Los Angeles. And I'm so excited, because that's going to be such a great space to create, because this next one is going to be popping off fast. And if you have any ounce of an adventurous spirit within you, and any sort of willingness to be open-minded, to really start stepping into your power, to master your mindset, to give yourself permission to fall more in love with you, so that you can go out there and serve the world in a big way and step into your purpose and really start to live your legacy, which you know Jovan and I are all about, right? Mastering your mindset, living your legacy. Then you've got to come join us on this next epic adventure.
We have to see you. I love training and learning and all that stuff, but when it comes to being in person with a group of people and really sharing vulnerably who you are and being unapologetic about it, there is nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like it. It changes you. You can never come back the same. You always come back improved. And that's another element and a piece of it that makes it feel really special, is that you say things to people that you would normally never tell someone, which instantly brings you closer to each other. So fast, you become best friends.
So one of the exercises, this is why Steph is just such an amazing coach. One of the first exercises she had us do, we're a group of people. Well, you guys know me, I'm quite open and I share regularly, but we're a group of people who don't know each other that well or have very loose associations with one another. And she empowered us to step forward and share something that we have been keeping hidden within ourselves, that we've not been wanting to share with people. So here I had to show up and share one of my less than joyful moments, one of my darker moments with this new group of people. And at first it was quite scary, but what it did, it was it solidified the group. To go from being strangers to this intimate, deep love and just deep connection, I think that's what all of us want as humans. And
it is.
Your retreat just helped facilitate that in such a lovely way that now moving forward, those people are going to be our best friends. And
you get so close so fast.
So close, so fast.
Yeah, and every time I do it, every time I do this exercise a lot, every time I get nervous. And it's like a breakthrough for me each time. Because it's something you don't want other people to necessarily know. But once you do it, you realize that everybody can relate. And everybody feels closer to you. And this, I'm telling this maybe more to myself than to anybody else, just to remind myself of this fact. But when I am vulnerable and share the things that I'm scared of, that is when a relationship with anybody goes from friends to forever friends. Because when you know something deep about somebody, it's a connection, whether it's pretty or not pretty. Like if it's a not pretty thing, probably gonna get even closer because somebody can be like, I get you, you're not perfect. Like when we put on this front of like, oh, I'm perfect, everything's okay, I'm fine, like I never get hurt, I never have problems, nothing bad has ever happened to me. I can't relate. And if I try and be that person, nobody can relate to me. So once you start getting there,
that, and then also it allows you, or for my own experience, it allowed me that dark thing that I didn't want to share and I felt quite vulnerable to share. It gave myself permission to release it. Yeah. So now I don't feel chained by it because I shared it and it was received in such a loving way. That I get to break free of that mental bondage.
That's a good point.
That I was holding myself back in. And I think that's the most powerful piece. And so that's just an example of the type of exercises that come up in these type of retreats. And we've seen the transformations, the breakthroughs happen like instantaneously.
And constant.
Like,
I have a breakthrough.
It's amazing. Yeah, at the end we're leaving and some of the people, it was men and women, but some of the people, we did one final huddle up and there was just tears of joy because they didn't want to depart because it was such a love-filled space.
Yeah, and we get to create our lives to be that all the time. You know, it's funny because we grow up in society is in this certain way currently that it's not that easy to have that, but once you experience it, you go out and you create it for yourself. And I know that we've both in our lives created that kind of scenario. It's not everywhere we go, but it's pretty common for us. And once you experience it and feel it, you're like, I don't want to go back to living the way of disconnection and not feeling this all the time. Yeah. And you build that with the people that you're around. I can't tell you how many times on retreats somebody's met somebody who became their roommate, their best friend, their lover, their whatever. It's instant connection in a way that's very deep and meaningful.
Yes, I think that's what we all want. So that's why we are just beyond excited and amped to be planning the next one. So if you are like, oh my gosh, yes, like I have to be there, what you need to do is you need to head over to Steph Hendel, be following her on Facebook. Why don't you tell them where to go?
Find the Body Built by Love family Facebook group.
And Body Built by Love family.
Body Built by Love family. And request access to that. I'm going to post about the retreat in there. I know you're going to post in the Legacy Leaders community. It's just a great place to be for inspiration and extra motivation and love and finding that community. So, yeah, definitely join that group if you're not already in it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else to add before we?
Oh, yes. Share this video on your page so there's always somebody or many people that would benefit from watching this and experiencing this information. So share it. Share it as a service and a love to others. Please. Please and thank you.
All right. With that being said, we're going to go get after these delicious pancakes and then hit the road and head to LA. So until Thursday, when I'll be back with Jovan for our next live episode, make sure that you remember that you're in charge of your destiny. So get up and get after it.
Ooh.